Hello, this is Don O'Malley with Don's Breakfast Cereal Show. Thanks for tuning in to our St. Pat's Day special. Today we have Irish Luck from 1939. It stars Frankie, Darro, and Mantan, Moreland. Now they both made 8 movies total together. Not a bad run. Now Frankie was best known for Lambrick, the boy who is turned into a donkey in Walt Disney's Pinocchio. He was also in the Phantom Empire serial with Gene Autry. He made 4 of the Bowery Boy movies, and he was one of 2 actors that was literally inside Robbie the Robot to make him move in Forbidden Planet. Now Mantan Moreland appeared in over 80 Charlie Chan movies, and he is a great actor. You'll also see me pop up in this special somewhere, as in all our specials. So I hope you enjoy it, and we'll be back after this show.
Calling car 63. Go to Hotel Royal immediately. Hotel Royal. Woman on roof attempting suicide.
That's us. Let's go.
No, the hotel is not on fire.
You don't know it's a fire, do you?
Now, folks, take it easy. We're knee-deep in cops. Start packing. We'll search every room in the joint. I wonder who took them all. I don't know, but if I get my hands on that stool pigeon, it'll be just too bad.
Take it easy now, folks. Come on, Mike. Lanahan, what's the idea of barging through here? You're disturbing my guests.
Yeah? Well, one of them's pretty disturbed right now. She's about to jump off the roof.
What?
Please.
What is the matter?
Nothing. Not a thing. The fire department's here. The police department is here. The reporters are here. And if we don't hurry up, the undertaker will be here.
Now, folks, I assure you that everything will be taken care of. Come on, get back. It's only a dummy. He's crazy.
Quiet, I know how to handle these guys. Hello. Are you having a good time?
I got to keep doing this till I attract a crowd around this hotel.
Oh, I see. Well, look, let me do it for a while. I want to have some fun, too.
No, sir. We got this all figured out.
Oh, you have, huh? Well, who's we?
Me and Mr. Buzzy O'Brien.
Buzzy O'Brien, huh? Well, now, ain't that nice? Tell me some more about it.
Well, you see, Mr. Buzzy, he got this dummy from the style show over there in the Peacock Room, and he told me to walk up and down there while he hide under the bed.
Under what bed?
Over there in the robber's room.
What room could that be?
I don't know, sir. He said he was going to hide over there till the police come. Then the robbers would try to get the stuff. Then he'd catch them.
I'll handle this.
Excuse me, Mr. Browning. I just wanted to make up your room.
Come back later. I'm busy now.
Boy.
Come on, get out of there. That's the kid who brought us cracked ice last night.
Yeah? What's the idea?
The idea is you can't get away with it.
Now?
No. You stole those bonds from the Lincoln Trust Company, and you're not going to...
Ain't Mr. Buzzy smart?
Oh, he's not only smart, he's brilliant. Now, everything will be perfect if I could only get my hands on Buzzy O'Brien. Search the joint.
Jefferson, take that dummy back where it belongs.
Okie dokie, sir.
Pick up those bags. You're going to take us right through the lobby, and then we're going to take you out into the country for a nice little sightseeing tour. Get going. Come on.
The more you tell me, the less I know. I just want to get my hands on that Buzzy O'Brien.
All right, let's go.
Buzzy O'Brien!
Keep walking, keep walking.
Come here! I'm awfully sorry to inconvenience you guys, but... Take that gun out of his pocket and then take him downtown and book him.
Take it,
Hey, Buzz, tell me, what happened, will you? Well, I was up in the room with these two guys.
There's a little business I want to talk over with you. Come on.
You can't do that to the press. What do you...
And now, gentlemen, if you'll just be seated, we'll get to the bottom of this.
Come on, Buzzy, let's have it.
Well, the way I see it, Steve, it's strictly a case of elemental deduction.
Stop playing Sherlock Holmes and tell us what happened.
Well, I keep a file on all the guys that are wanted by the police. You know, kind of a personal rogues gallery. So then I read about the Lincoln Trust robbery, and being a trained observer with a photographic eye, I spotted Banning hiding behind a beard. So then I staged the phony suicide, see? And I figured when Banning and these men heard the police sirens, they'd go for the bonds, which they did. Now, in the meantime...
In the meantime, you turned the city upside down, caused a near riot, the taxpayers get stuck for a fake alarm.
Yeah, but...
But nothing. The last time you played detective, I told you to bring your brainwaves to headquarters.
What for, Steve? Nobody pays any attention to me. Well, gosh, I told Pfluger all he did was laugh at me.
How about that, Pfluger?
The hotel's had a couple of lawsuits already through making mistakes about guests. So I...
Did nothing, as usual. And as for you, you're liable to 5 different charges for the trouble you caused. I don't know how the hotel feels about it, but I'd certainly...
The hotel is firing him.
We should have done it long ago, if you ask me.
No, take it easy. I didn't mean that. After all, he did catch those 2 crooks. And maybe he got enough of a scare to stop him from playing detective.
Oh, I did, Steve, honest. When Banning put that gun in my back, I thought sure I was a goner. Never again, Steve.
Well, if you really mean that...
Oh, I do.
You can stay. On probation. Now report back to your station.
Yes, sir. Thanks a lot, Steve.
Never mind the thanks. And if you start gumshoeing around this hotel again, I won't wait for the manager to fire you. I'll come right up here and drag you right out by the ears.
You won't have to. Honest, I'm through.
I'll get back to work. You'll be heading south from now on, Mr. Colby.
Well, let's hope so.
Thanks for coming through the way you did, Steve.
Forget it, kid.
I mean about my job.
All right, but you're lucky. What I said in there still goes. You understand?
Oh, sure, I'm through. Well, you heard me promise, Steve.
Well, let me see you stick to it. If you don't like hopping bells, try and find yourself another job, but quit playing detective. He'll never get you any place. Look at your old man. What'd it get him? A couple of bullets in the back.
Yeah, but don't you see, Steve?
Oh, all right, beat it. I got some work to do. Nice going, Pfluger. Kid turns in a couple of mugs you should have handled between naps, and you try to get his job.
I forgot you were a friend of the kid's family. You and his old man were on the force together.
So what?
Will there be anything else, miss?
Could you find out if there's a Mr. Thaddeus Porter registered at the hotel?
Thaddeus Porter?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Desk, please. Do we have a Thaddeus Porter registered here? Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Is he here?
Yes, ma'am. He's in suite 8B. That's just down the hall around the corner. Would you like to have me call him?
No. No.
Will there be anything else, miss?
No, thank you. You've been very nice.
Thank you very much. And if there's any little thing you want, you know, something special like, just call on me, will you? Number 7.
Thanks.
Yes, ma'am.
This isn't some more detecting, is it?
Oh, no, no. But this Monahan girl seemed to think they ought to know something about Mr. Porter. What is he, some kind of a big shot or something?
No, he registered last evening from Ashport. Took a suite and rates A1.
Mm-hmm. Well, thanks very much, Mr. Mays.
Well, how's your friend in 415 getting along?
415. Hey, I got it!
Got what?
Well, she looks just like the fellow that...
Oh, telegram for Thaddeus Porter. Just talking about him.
Mr. Mays, do me a favor, will you? Let me take that telegram up.
Okay, but get it to him in a hurry. Porter's kind of important. Small-town banker. You'll probably get a big tip.
What, from a banker? If I do, I'll split it with you.
I'm awfully sorry, sir. Clumsy idiot. Why don't you look where you're going?
Yeah, but I was just
Get out of my way.
What are you doing hanging around here?
Well, this gentleman here told me to come back at 12:30. I knocked on the door and don't nobody answer.
Well, maybe he went out and just left his door open.
Oh, no, I didn't. I seen a lady come out there just as I was coming down the hall.
It's Mr. Porter.
He's dead.
Oh, no, you don't. Now, come here. We found this thing together. You can't walk out on me. I'm in enough trouble. I need a witness.
Oh, Mr. Buster, I don't like no dead folk, and I don't want to be no witness. Can I go home now?
Wait a minute. Look, what's the matter with you? You have no reason to be scared. You said you saw a girl leave this room. What'd she look like?
I don't know what she looked like, but she had on a striped dress.
A striped dress, are you sure?
And she left out that door in a hurry.
Striped dress. Which way'd she go?
She went down that way. Now, Mr. Buzzy, I'm through. Can I go now? I don't belong up here. I belong down in the basement.
Are you sure she didn't use the service stairway?
Yes, sir, she didn't.
Well, somebody did. I saw the door closing as I was coming up the hall. Now, look, I'm going to search the bedroom. You stay right here. Don't move. Jam. Money. I've got to call the desk. Hello, this is Buzzy O'Brien in Suite 8B. Mr. Porter's just been murdered. Yes, that's right. Yeah, Jefferson and I found the body. All right, hurry, will you please? Now, see, Jefferson, I told you there was nothing to worry about. They're coming up here right away. Be right back.
Mr. Buzzy, wait a minute. Don't leave me here, Mr. Buzzy. Oh, Mr. Buzzy, please. Now, you know this man is dead. You ought not to leave me here like this.
Who is it?
Me, Buzzy O'Brien, number 7. I gotta have that dress, quick.
What do you mean?
You were seen coming out of Porter's room.
But I wasn't even in his
Quit
room.
stalling. The janitor saw you. Now, look, he doesn't know what you look like, but he knows that you had a striped dress on. Now, please, hurry up. Please.
All right.
Look, as soon as you slip into something else, scoot downstairs and wait in the far end of the lobby until you hear from me.
Yeah, but what'll I do with the dress?
Hurry up. Throw it out here to me. Please, hurry.
Oh, Mr. Buzzy, come back here, Mr. Buzzy. Now, that's a shame. You ought not... Oh, Mr. Buzzy, you ought not to leave me here like this. Now, that's a shame, Mr. Buzzy. Oh.
Hand it on to me. Hurry up.
But why are you getting mixed up in all this?
No, I don't know. Because your name's Monahan or something, I guess. Come on, hurry, please. Hey, I almost forgot to ask you. You didn't kill Porter, did you?
No, honestly, I didn't.
All right, but please do as I tell you and get down in that lobby. I gotta ditch this dress.
Mr. Buzzy, you and me been friends a long time. Mr. Buzzy, please. Mr. Buzzy. Mr. Buzzy, why did you leave me here alone? Why did you leave me here alone, Mr.
Where is
Buzzy?
everybody? Haven't they shown up yet?
No, sir.
I better call the desk again. Hello, why all the delay? I can't understand where they are. Hello, this is Suite 8B. You better get a hold of Steve Lanahan right away. There's a corpus delicti up here. Yes, you know, a body. Of course, this is Buzzy O'Brien. Hurry up, will you please? Right.
You shouldn't parade through the lobby, Lanahan. You get the hotel in the newspapers.
Where's the body?
What boy?
Man named Porter, Thaddeus Porter.
Well, he's up in 8B, but he's fine. Say, who told you there was anything wrong?
Buzzy O'Brien?
Hello, Steve. Have you seen the Herald?
Yeah. The chief showed that to me 10 times.
Well, has that O'Brien kid pulled another one?
No, just a routine visit.
Well, in that case, I'll string along.
Scram!
Hey, wait a minute, will you? That's a fine way to treat the press. I'll take care of you, big boy.
Buzzy, if you're holding out on me, I'm
I'm not, Steve. It happened just like I said. I was walking down the hall. Jefferson was knocking on the door, and the door opened. Well, so we walked in. And there was Porter laying on the floor, stabbed. Here's the knife right here.
Oh, there's the knife, is it?
I tell you... Well, now, wait, don't get excited, Steve. I picked up the lethal weapon with a napkin.
You picked up the lethal weapon with a napkin.
When are you going to stop? What were you doing up here anyway, O'Brien?
You keep quiet, I'll handle this. Yeah, what were you doing?
Well, I was delivering a telegram to Porter.
Where is it?
Right here.
I want the name of every woman whose initials are KM that registered in this hotel in the last 24 hours.
Give me the name of every woman registered in the hotel in the last 24 hours. The initials KM.
Or maybe that was that lady I seen with that striped dress on.
What lady with what striped dress?
The lady that run out of here just before I got up here.
Do you know anything about this, Buzzy?
Me? Yeah, Steve, sure. I was going to tell you, but you didn't give me a chance.
Here's the information. There are 3 women in the hotel with the initials KM. Catherine Meadows, registered from Redlands, 212. Kate Madison from Chicago and 511. And Kitty Monahan from Ashport.
From Ashport?
Yeah, she's right around the corner, 812.
Jenkins, get her over here.
This is a terrible thing. Mr. Porter was quite important.
Yeah? Why?
He was vice president of the Ashport Bank.
A very fine man, too, Lanahan. I knew him personally.
That's a big help.
Oh, you again.
You can't do this to the press now. You...
812 is empty. Looks like somebody left in a hurry.
Any clothes in there?
Yeah?
Hey, Steve, I got an idea. I checked her in. I know what she looks like. Maybe I can help you find her, huh?
Okay, Buzzy. But if you double-cross me this time, there's a nice little gray suit and a short haircut waiting for you. Now get out of here.
Okay, Steve, sure.
Me too?
Yeah, but don't leave the hotel.
Okay, Mr. Steve.
All right, boys. Pictures, prints, and when you get them all finished, send them right down to me. Come on, Fluger.
Message for you, miss.
Sure, his name is Porter. Thaddeus Porter. A knife in his bag. Pictures? Sure. Send a man up right away. And don't forget the name of the hotel.
You shouldn't push reporters in the face, Fluger. You're liable to get the hotel in the paper. Jefferson?
Sir?
Is this where Buzzy hangs out?
Yes, sir.
What's this all about?
Mr. Buzzy calls it his private criminal laboratory.
Private criminal laboratory. Why did Mr. Porter call you to 8B? Come on, answer me.
To pick up a trunk. Look, Mr. Steve, I ain't done nothing. Why do y'all keep on picking on me? You got me so mixed up, I don't know what I'm doing.
I know what you'll be doing if you don't tell me the truth. You said Buzzy locked you in, huh?
Yes, sir.
Why'd he lock you in?
To be sure that I would stay until y'all got there.
How long were you in there?
I don't know, sir. It seemed to me like it was a long time.
Long enough for Buzzy to be doing something.
What was Buzzy doing?
He was at the phoning the desk. He called twice before y'all got up there.
Is that right, Fluger?
I don't think so, but we can check on it.
Relax.
Desk? Just a moment. Buzzy, you want on the phone. What's the idea of having personal calls on duty?
Well, it must be very important. Hello.
Hello. Buzzy O'Brien?
Oh, yeah, hello, Mom. What? Oh, gee, that's too bad, Mom. Sure, you bet I will. All right, dear. I'm afraid I'll have to go, Mr. Mays. My mother's very sick.
How many calls did you get from Suite 8B just before you called me?
Only one.
I thought so.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Have you seen Buzzy O'Brien?
No, but he just took a call on the desk phone.
Thanks. Where's Buzzy?
Gone home.
Did he just get a phone call?
Yes, from his mother. She's sick.
Leaving us, Lanahan?
Yeah. In the meantime, try not to gum things up, will you?
Why, Buzzy O'Brien, what are you doing home at this time? And who is that girl?
Mom, I'm in a terrible jam. I can't explain now, but I think Steve Lanahan's on his way up here after me. Mom, you'll help me, will you? You won't let me down.
Steve Lanahan, is it? Well, if there's anything wrong, it's your fault.
No, Mom, it just looks bad. But I haven't got time to explain to Steve now. I have to do some more investigative research.
Investigative research, is it? Now, look here, Buzzy O'Brien. You tell me what this is all about, or I'll turn you over to Steve Lanahan.
Later, Mom, later.
No, here and now. And what's the trouble, and who is that girl?
I'll bet that's Steve now. Mom, you gotta talk to him. Help me, will you, Mom? Please help me. I knew he'd find out that phone call from the desk was phony.
I'll not budge until I hear all about it.
Mom, now please don't let me down. Talk to him, will you, Mom? Get rid of me. He'll put me in jail, Mom.
Jail?
Yeah, please, Mom. Talk to him. Tell him anything. You don't want me to go to jail, do you? Please, Mom. Talk to him.
Buzzy. Jail. Oh. Oh, hello, Steve.
Hello, Mrs. O'Brien.
Sit down. I'll get you a nice cup of tea.
I don't want tea. I want Buzzy.
Buzzy?
Yeah.
Sure, this is a strange place to be looking for him at this time of day.
He's not at the hotel.
Oh. Detecting again, eh?
Yeah, he's really put his foot in it this time.
Bad?
Murder.
Murder? Oh, Steve, you don't mean that Buzzy's killed somebody?
No, I don't think so. Only this time it's serious.
Oh.
I thought you were sick.
Sick? Oh, well, I ain't feeling so good. Oh, Steve, Buzzy's not a bad boy.
I know,
He's
I
only...
know. His old man took pretty good care of me when I was a rookie cop. That's why I want to protect Buzzy. But I can't do anything, Mrs. O'Brien, if he don't stop snooping around.
Well, I'll see that he stops it, Steve.
Well, if you don't, some one of these days, one of those cheap crooks will be shooting him.
Oh.
But when you hear from him, you send him back to the hotel. I'll be waiting for him.
All right, Steve. Thanks. Buzzy O'Brien, come out of there.
Oh, gee, Mom, you were swell. Steve didn't even know that
Hold your tongue. Now, what's the matter? Who is this girl?
Well, she's the girl I've been helping.
Oh, it's the girl you've been helping, eh? And your poor old mother telling a lie to Steve Lanahan. Why, you ought to be...
But her name is Kitty Monahan.
I don't care what her name... What did you say her name was?
This is Kitty Monahan. This is my mother.
Kitty Monahan. Why, you poor darling, you. Come right over here and sit down now. There you are. Now take your hat off. Sure, you must be in trouble. You're bound to be if you're with Buzzy.
She's the one Steve's really after. He thinks she did it.
The murder? With a name like Monahan? Well, then she must have had some good reason. But I didn't do it.
Yeah, we know that. But you'll have to admit you've got a lot of explaining to do.
Of course. It'll be a relief to talk. There, now, take your time. Buzzy, you go bring in the tea.
Bring in the tea? Mom, I've got to continue my investigation.
You handle the tea, and I'll handle the investigation.
Oh, get a case all built up, and then we have to go after the tea.
Now, let's have it.
My brother Jim worked in Mr. Porter's bank. Jim's books were $100,000 short.
What in the world did he do with all that money?
It wasn't money, it was bonds. And he didn't take it. He just must have lost his head and run away. That's why I came to see Mr. Porter. He always liked Jim. I thought maybe he could help me find him and straighten things out.
What happened when you were in Porter's room?
Well, Mr. Porter let me in. But before I had a chance to talk to him, there was a knock at the door. So he pushed me into the bedroom and shut the connecting door.
Did you see who came into the room?
No. No, but I listened at the door. There were two men, I think. I could hear the voices, but I couldn't hear what they said even when they began arguing.
Oh, they argued, eh? Well, did either of the voices sound like anyone you know?
No. They just went on arguing. And then I heard a groan and a thumping sound. And right after that, the door slammed.
Look, Could one of these fellas been your brother?
No, I'd know his voice. You know something about Jim. Where is he?
He's registered at the Royal. But he's under the name of Elliot, room 415.
Elliot. Are you sure?
Well, he looks enough like you to be your brother, and he's got a blue cigarette case with JM on it.
Why should he go to the same hotel as Mr. Porter and not use his own name?
There, now. That's enough of that. I look after Kitty. Now you run along, Buzzy, and find Steve and tell him I sent you.
I'd better go, too.
No, you stay right here and rest. Come along now, Buzzy. Go on.
Thanks, Mom. I knew you'd come through for me.
Goodbye, dear. And remember that Steve's waiting for you. Come along now, darling. Sit down. We'll have our tea in peace.
Find anything yet, Mike?
No, nothing here.
Mantan. Is that the dress she wore? Come on. You said you saw a girl in a striped dress come in out of Porter's room?
Yes, I did.
Well, is that the dress she wore?
Yes, sir.
Of course it is. Buzzy and the girl ditched it in the linen chute. I thought I'd find it there.
Stumbled on it, you mean?
All right, stumbled on it. Just like you better stumble on Buzzy and that girl.
Don't worry, I'll have them.
You hope.
Did you see anybody else?
No, sir, I didn't.
What do you mean you didn't? Now, look here, Jefferson, old boy. This dress kind of proves your story. Though anybody could have put it in the linen chute. But you're not out of the woods yet by a long shot. You were with Buzzy when the body was found. And if you don't tell me everything you know, I'm going to tear you limb from limb.
Don't do that, Mr. Steve. I'm on your side.
All right, then, let's have it.
Mr. Buzzy said that he saw the service door closed when he was coming down the hall.
Service door, huh? Hey, Mike. I'll get Jenkins. We'll check on that service door.
Where you going?
I got to catch Mr. Steve. I forgot something.
Yeah?
I forgot to tell him about the claim check that Mr. Buzzy found.
What?
Mr. Buzzy bumped into a man at the elevator and blooded his nose. That's the man that dropped that claim check.
What's that got to do with it?
I don't know, sir. Only Mr. Steve told me to tell everything I know. And I don't want him backtracking on me and found out that I missed something.
Well, have you told everything?
Everything except the claim check.
Okay, I'll take care of that.
Oh, me.
Could be. I'll follow it. Give the girls' room another look. Give it the works.
When did I forget anything? Dresses, telephone calls, claim checks, man on the elevator, service door. Mr. Buzzy searching that dead man's room. Mr. Buzzy, where is you been?
Have you seen Lanahan?
Seen him. I can't lose him.
Where is he now?
He went up to check on that service door, but he'll be back. I told him about that claim check, and they found that dress.
Kitty's?
The woman that I saw coming out that room. And Mr. Steve will be very happy to see you.
Yeah, I want to talk to him, too, but first I got to see the fellow in 415.
Oh, what you want to see him for? What does he got to do with it?
He's the girl's brother. If I'm right, this is one of the biggest frame-ups ever engineered.
What you gonna do about the monkeys your mom gave you?
Oh, Jefferson, what do you have to bring that up for now? Can't you see I'm just one step from finding out who the murderer is?
Yeah, and you got your other foot on the banana peel.
Any luck?
Whoever did it could have beat it down that service stairway, all right. But I still think Buzzy's trying to protect that girl. He's the only one that saw the door closing, and we know she's mixed up in it. Fluger found the dress. How did you miss it?
Well, I don't know, Steve. I guess he knows more about hotels than I do.
Claim check guy. It's gone. Mr. Elliot! Mr. Elliot! Come on.
Hey, wait. What's the idea?
Well, you almost drowned. Looks like somebody tried to put you out of the way.
It's too bad they missed.
Here. Put this around you. Come on, I'm going to have a talk with you. Now, come here. Look, do me a favor.
Yeah, sure, Buzzy. Anything for a pal.
Your real name is Monahan, isn't it? Jim Monahan?
Of course it is. Don't you like it?
Sure I like it. I think it's swell. But tell me, what'd you change it to Elliot for?
Take it easy. That's a secret. Mr. Porter told me to.
Oh, Mr. Porter told you, huh? Why, Jim, why?
Well, the books got all mixed up. He told me to run away while he investigated.
Well, did you know that Porter was coming to this hotel?
Porter's in Ashport.
Yeah, that's what you think. What are you doing here? Are you crazy? You want to be arrested? Lanahan's looking all over the hotel for you.
I don't care. I had to take care of my brother.
How'd you get away from Mom?
I climbed out the bedroom window. Jim, what's happened to you?
Oh, somebody gave him some knockout drops and put him in the bathtub. They tried to drown him. Look, now please don't faint or anything. But there's a dead guy laying back there.
Yeah.
Jim, did you know him?
Yeah. I've been drinking with him all afternoon.
Then what happened?
I don't know. I fell asleep, and the next thing I knew, you were pulling me out of the bathtub.
Buzzy, they'll never believe him.
You're darn right we won't believe him. You and your brother are under arrest.
Fluger, don't be a fool.
Buzzy, stay out of this.
My brother didn't kill that man. Somebody tried to kill him. He was nearly drowned.
That's enough. You got plenty of explaining to do yourself. Unless I'm mistaken, you're the girl that was seen coming out of Porter's room 3 seconds after he was murdered.
Don't be a chump, Fluger. Look down there.
Ah, looks like we all thought of the same thing. What are you doing here, Fluger? Who's he?
I don't know. He's the Monahan girl and the brother. Maybe they know.
Jim didn't have anything
They don't know
to do with
anything
it.
about it. Look, Steve, I got it all figured out. It's strictly a case of elemental deduction.
Now,
You see,
wait a minute, Buzzy. I gave you every chance in the world. You knew I wanted to see you, yet you came sneaking back here without reporting to me.
Yeah, but Steve, I had to.
I'm supposed to warn you that whatever you say can be used against you. Now, go ahead.
Please, it was all my fault.
Same thing goes for you, too.
Look, Steve, Jefferson told you about the claim check I had from the Union Station. Well, this is the guy that dropped it. I came back here, and when I came through the door, well, somebody hit me on the head. When I came to, the claim check was gone.
Is that all?
Yeah, Steve, honest, that's all.
Lock him up.
Hey, wait a minute, Steve, you can't do that to me.
All right, buddy, get your clothes on.
How do you like that?
You better get the coroner down here and then tell Jenkins I'll meet him at headquarters.
I never thought Steve Lanahan would do a thing like this to me. He's making a jailbird out of me. Do you know, Kitty, that when he said you're under arrest, I almost fainted. I didn't know what to do. I just stood there.
Hey, Mike! Take her! Where's Steve?
He said he'd meet you at headquarters. What happened?
Well, the Monahan girl pulled a feint and Buzzy disappeared.
Where are the Monahans?
Mike's got them. Did you see Buzzy?
Yes, sir. He was here right after Mr. Steve left. I told
No,
him.
no, I mean the last few minutes. He just got away from me on the 4th floor.
No, sir, I ain't seen him.
Well,
No.
why didn't you say so?
I ain't seen him, and I ain't gonna see him.
Hey, Jefferson. Jefferson. It's me, Buzzy. Here I am over here. Jefferson.
Good gracious, Mr. Buzzer, why do you do this to me?
Big business. Got your pass key?
Well, what about the monkeys?
Never mind the monkeys. I gotta get in the room.
You keep this up, we'll both be in the room with bars on.
Come on.
Not that like that.
Give me the key.
Oh, Mr. Buzzer, you are so smart. I know you can do this much better without me. I'll see you.
No, you don't. Come here. Now look, this is the way I've got it figured out. Porter steals $100,000 from Elliot. Makes him register in this hotel under an assumed name so he can keep his eye on the bonds. Bonds? Does that mean anything to you, Jefferson?
Yes, sir, it sure do. That's just what we're gonna need to get us out of jail if you is wrong.
But I can't be wrong. Do you remember those crooks we caught? You know, when you had the dummy up on the roof?
Yes.
Somebody in this hotel is a go-between for the hot bond racket. And we're gonna find the evidence right here in this room. Now look, you get to work in the bathroom. Search it. Tear it apart if you have to.
Do you really mean tear it apart?
Yes, go on.
Okay, Mr. Buzzer, I'll tear it apart. But my heart ain't in it. No, sir, my heart sure ain't in it.
Jefferson, look in the medicine cabinet. Look in the clothes hamper. Yeah, look down the drain, too. Look every place.
Oh, my goodness, here we go again. Monkeys and all. Party, that's something. I've never heard of such before. Now, I got to go all over this place, yeah. Ain't nothing in here but soap and towels and things like that. That's a shame. You ought not to get... Hey, Mr. Buzzy, let's get out of here.
Not until I'm finished.
Oh, Mr. Buzzy, this ain't no place for me. I'm a family man.
Jefferson, I got it. Come on.
Hold the phone.
Get in there. Ruger, am I glad to see you? It looks like somebody broke in your room. I tried to catch him, but I got here too late. You know, I thought you might be next on the murder list, so... Well, I hurried down here so I could help you.
Quit stalling. Where is it?
Where's what?
Never mind the baby stare. The briefcase. Come on, where is it?
Under the bed.
Buzzy, you're a very smart boy. A little too smart for your own good. West, 632. Joe, how soon can you be at the back entrance? Yeah, a little change in plans. 15 minutes? Right. All right, wise guy. Sit down. That means you got 14 minutes. How does it feel?
Not so good.
You thought you were pretty smart when you sent Jefferson and that dummy up on the roof and brought the cops in on the boys.
Yeah, I did. I thought that was a pretty good idea, didn't you? I sure wish Jefferson was up on that roof right now. I could use a few cops.
They wouldn't do you any good.
Good old Jeff. If he could only hear me. You know where he'd be? He'd climb right out there on that ledge and, well, he'd take his handkerchief and he'd flag those cops right up here. That's what he'd do.
Go on, sing. In another 10 minutes, you'll be through. And I'll be on my way with the bonds.
Good old Jeff. You're not fooling me for a minute, Pfluger. You've been using this hotel as a clearinghouse for your hot bonds, haven't you? Yeah, but you've been letting your crooks hide out here, too. But you've been getting your cut. But this time, you just decided you want to take it all. So then you kill that Porter guy and try to blame it on the poor Monahan girl.
You're doing all right. But talk fast. You only got 4 minutes.
Then you kill the claim check guy. You hit me on the head and you tried to drown Elliot. But you made one mistake, Pfluger. Just one.
What's all the excitement? What's the trouble?
Hold on. Get back, son.
Why don't they get it inside?
It was a very simple case of elemental deduction. When you walked into Elliot's room, you said to Kitty, you and your brother are under arrest. Well, if you weren't in on this whole rotten mess, how did you know that he was her brother?
Luke, get up.
Steve, look, I got the bonds.
Oh, you did you? When are you going to stop leading with your chin? You got yourself into a fine jam this time.
Yeah, I guess I did, but I'm sure glad you got here, Steve.
You're lucky. Pfluger, Buzzy and I had the same idea, and I followed through on that claim check. Where you made your big mistake was in picking up this briefcase yourself.
Well, is the party over?
It is for you. Put the bracelets on him, Jenkins.
What's his name, Steve?
Pfluger.
No, I mean the guy that's going to commit suicide out on the ledge. Jefferson!
What are you doing out there, Jefferson?
Oh, Mr. Steve, I'm sure glad you're here.
Come on in here.
Yeah? Good. I ain't gonna never do this no more.
Oh, thanks, Jefferson. You saved my life.
You two guys think you're heroes, don't you? Well, you're not as far as I'm concerned.
Well, no, we don't. Only we had
just got a break. Now, this is the last time I'm warning you. Quit playing detective.
All right, Steve.
And that goes for you, too, Jefferson.
Yes, sir.
And remember, Jefferson, stay downstairs.
And stay away from Buzzy.
Yes, sir.
All right, then.
Everybody back to work.
I'll follow you down in my car.
Right. Thanks for everything, Mr. Lanahan.
Forget it.
Let's rehearse that big scene in the second act. You know, the one where I kill you. We'll start with, you know, Harold.
You know, Harold, it's you I love.
From now on, I see nothing, speak nothing, and hear nothing.
Woman, your time has come. For years, I wanted to take that lily white throat in my hands, and now...
No, stop! You're killing me! No!
Come here, bastard, quick.
Mr. Buzzard, now don't forget the monkeys.
Hello, is Don O'Malley back already? That was Irish Luck from 1939. Now we're going to The Gang's All Here from 1941. Once again, this stars Frankie, Darro, and Mantan Moreland. But they're joined by Keye Luke, who was #1 son in Charlie Chan movies. Over 7 movies he played him. He was also Kato in 2 Green Hornet serials and Master Po in Kung Fu. So I hope you enjoy this one. And we'll be back. Thanks again.
I'll be with you in a minute, Bob. There. I certainly hope we don't have any more claims for a while.
I suppose the company feels the same way. But I don't know what you're worrying about. We're fixing up your trucks for you. They're still rolling.
Yeah, but I can't get any drivers.
Oh, there are plenty of men out of work who jump at the chance.
It takes a lot of experience to handle those trucks there, and since all these accidents have been happening, why, the best men are staying away. Bob here's the only good driver I've got left.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to you about, Pop. I'm quitting.
What do you mean? Well, you've been with me ever since I started this line for 10 years. You can't quit.
My mind's made up. Been too many accidents on this line. I got a wife and kids. Maybe you've been working Bob too hard. Why don't you give him a couple of days off to think it over?
I can't do that. Why, that truck's got to get out of here within an hour.
Yeah, well, somebody else will have to take it out. Not me.
See what I'm up against?
Truck drivers wanted. Yeah. Here's one that sounds like a fair deal. Good pay and steady work.
Wait. Did I hear somebody say wait?
Yeah, look, here it is. Truck drivers wanted. Good pay and steady work.
Now, that part about good pay is fine. But what about the steady work part?
Well, what about it?
Why, ain't it liable to be a drain on the system?
Oh, Jeff, how do you ever expect to get ahead if you don't work steady?
I don't know. Sure is a problem.
Yeah? Well, you start thinking of your stomach a little bit, there won't be such a problem.
I suppose a man's stomach been out of work as long as mine has. Can't be too choosy.
That's the way to talk. Now, come on, let's go.
Oh, wait a minute, Mr. Frankie. We don't have to be so ambitious about it, does we? Can we just sit down here and think over it a little?
Oh, Jeff, you're the laziest man I ever saw.
Oh, Mr. Frank, I ain't lazy. I was just relaxative.
Dead on your feet, you mean? Now, come on.
Oh, wait a minute, Mr. Frankie. I'm coming, but don't be so hasty-like.
We gotta get down there and land that job before somebody beats us to it. Yeah, now you stop stalling and come on.
Wait, that man always looking for wait. It sure is depression.
Yeah, hurry up.
Oh, I'm coming, Mr. Frankie. But I don't have to get so enthusiastic about it, does it? Good gracious of me.
You sure must like being dirty.
You can't do this kind of work without getting dirty.
Have you ever tried? Oh, if you're not a sight. Just look at you. There's more grease on you than there is in the crankcase. You know, really, chick, you're not a bad-looking boy when your face is washed.
Frankie, will you quit it? I'm busy.
Busy doing what? Cleaning spark plugs. Day after day, put 'em in, take 'em out. Did it ever occur to you that you might wear 'em out?
What's that wrench?
You're in a rut. You know that, don't you? You needed someone to look after you.
What I need is a wrench. Oh, thanks.
You know, chick, all the trouble we've been having lately, Pop's going to need someone to help him. Now, if you were ambitious...
Look, Pat, all I want to be is a good mechanic.
A mechanic? What'll that ever get you?
Funny, Henry Ford was a mechanic, wasn't he? Look what it got him. And he did it alone.
Oh, I don't know. If the facts were known, I bet there was someone behind him spurring him on. All great men had someone to spur him on.
That's a lot of hooey.
Is that so? Well, what about Napoleon? He had Josephine, didn't he? Aristotle had Xantippe. Alexander the Great had... Mrs. Alexander.
Yeah, and Anthony had Cleopatra. She fixed him up. Good.
Oh, you men are all alike. Stubborn mules. Chick.
Huh?
I made some apple turnovers today.
All right.
Yeah, a whole great big batch of them. Too many for Pop and me. Why don't you come over for dinner tonight and help us eat 'em up?
No, this is my night for school. Thanks just the same.
Oh, but I made so many of them. What'll I do with them?
I'll put them on ice.
Oh, I'd like to put you on ice.
That's it.
Oh, hello, Pop.
I thought I told you to stay out of this garage.
Well,
I see. Hello, Mr. Wallace. You got that motor tuned up and ready to go, chick?
Just about.
Any answers to those ads you put in the paper yet, Pop?
No, not yet. It doesn't look as if we're going to get any. All the drivers in town seem to think there's a jinx on it.
That sure is tough. Load's got to go out, too. Liable to lose our contract with those grocers in Fresno if it don't.
Yeah.
Say, I got an idea.
Oh, is that so?
You know, these truck motors are pretty tricky. The only way I'm ever going to get onto them right is to test them on the highway.
No.
Oh, now look here, Mr. Wallace.
No.
Gee whiz, why not? I can drive a truck as good as anybody. Better than a lot of them I know. You got to have drivers, don't you?
This job requires experienced hands, Chick. You'll get your chance. Don't worry.
I'd like to know when.
As soon as all this trouble blows over. And as for that truck getting to Fresno, it'll go if I have to drive it myself. Now, let me know as soon as the job's through.
Yes,
You make me sick. No gumption. That's what's wrong with you.
well, there's nothing wrong with me.
Not much. All you had to do was stick to your guns. He was just waiting for you to insist.
Oh, I did insist.
Yeah, like you were scared he was going to take you up on it. What this place needs is a man, not a schoolboy. Oh.
Yeah, this is it. Mr. Frankie, I don't see no truck. Maybe somebody done beat us to it.
Well, there's one way to find out.
Look, Mr. Frankie, I just remembered something.
What?
I don't know how to drive no truck.
That's all right. I do. Come on.
Oh.
Excuse me, is the boss around?
He's the boss.
What do you want?
Well, we read your ad here in the paper, you know, about the truck drivers.
You're truck drivers?
Well, sure, why not?
Well, you're a little small, aren't you?
Yeah, but we're plenty strong. Believe me, mister, we could use a job.
We need drivers, too, but it's tough work.
I'll be seeing you.
Well, that's all right with us. We don't mind hard work, honest.
Who said?
I don't think I can use you, fellas. I'm sorry.
Okay, you're the boss. Thanks. Come on, Jeff.
Wait a minute.
What's the matter with you?
You're dumb, Bunny. Here's your chance to show Pop what you can do.
I don't get it.
Show him you're taking an interest in the business and hire these fellas.
Oh, but they're...
I've been sizing them up. They're all right.
I don't know.
Oh, go on. Hire them quick before Pop gets back and does it himself.
All right.
Oh, go on.
You sure you can handle it?
Well, absolutely.
All right, you're hired.
No kidding.
You heard what I said. How soon can you start?
Anytime you say, boss.
You're on the job as of right now.
Well, that's for me. Hey, is this the truck?
Yep, she's all loaded and ready to roll.
Come on, Jeff, let's look it over. Excuse me.
I hope you know what I'm doing, Josephine.
Oh, Mr. Frankie, let's don't do this. I don't feel so good.
There's nothing the matter with you. You're just scared of a little hard work.
Offhand, I can't think of nothing better than to be scared of.
Okay, fellas, here's your way bill.
Oh, Fresno, huh?
Wholesale Grocers Limited. You all ready to go?
Yeah, you bet.
Okay, take her away. She's all yours.
Hey, wait a minute. How about the pay? How much?
$1 an hour.
Hey, what's going on here? Who are these fellas?
These fellas are your new drivers, Mr. Wallace.
My new driver? Who hired him?
Well,
Chick did.
Chick, you must be crazy. Why, he's just a kid.
What do you mean, just a kid? I'm old enough.
Yeah? Well, how old?
Well, how old do you have to be to drive a truck? Hey, wait a minute. Who's the boss around here anyhow?
They're all right, Pop. Besides, it's too late now. They're already hired.
Oh, they're already hired, eh? Say, have you got a chauffeur's license?
Well, yes, sir.
Well, come on, let's see it. Uh-huh. You sure you know what this is all about?
Well, it's a cinch. I was born with a truck practically in my lap.
I'll see that you keep that one out of your lap.
You mean it's all right, Mr. Wallace?
Yes, we'll give him a chance and see what happens, but get going. That load should have been out of here at least an hour ago.
Yes, sir. Come on, Jeff. Hop to it.
See? What'd I tell you? Oh.
This is pretty neat, huh, Jeff?
Neat. Why, Mr. Frankie, this is what I call plumb perfection. $1 an hour, and all we got to do is sit. Ain't that something?
You said it.
I just can't figure out that gentleman saying this is tough work. How come?
Well, you'll find out after you've gone a couple of days without sleep.
Oh, Mr. Frankie, it ain't no such thing of me going any amount of time without sleep. A couple of days. Another hour and another dollar. My. That beats all. Why, this here is better than playing horse racing.
Yeah, and a lot safer.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Saunders? This is Wallace. Now listen, I've just sent out a new driver, and he's only a kid. Now do me a favor, just this once, will you? Call Norton and tell him to lay off.
I'm afraid it's too late. Norton's boys are already on their way. It's your own fault for hiring kids in the first place. You knew that truck was headed for the junk heap.
You told me to hire anybody. Now, you've got to stop this thing somehow. This is what I get for going to you for help. You said just a couple of minor accidents, a little insurance money, and I'd be in the clear. Hello. Hello.
Pop,
Oh, hello, dear.
what's the matter, darling? Is business getting you down?
Oh, I guess so, kind of. But that's no reason why you should worry your pretty head.
Who is there to worry about you if I don't?
Well, I guess there's nobody.
You said it. Now get that woe-begone look off your face and buck up. We've had bad breaks before, and they haven't stopped us yet, have they?
No. There it is.
Holy smoke, look at that baby travel.
We'll have to go some to get him.
Hey, Jeff, ain't that another truck following us? Take a look in that mirror.
Sure enough.
That's funny. Wonder where he came from.
I don't know. The rate we've been going, I wouldn't be surprised if we passed him and didn't know it.
This is a cinch. We'll nail him on the next turn.
Yeah, how do you like that? He wants to race. I'm going to show him some real speed.
Oh, Mr. Frankie, can't we let well enough alone? If you go under faster, we'll start flying.
What's the matter with flying?
I'd rather see a dead duck than to be one.
He ain't so dumb. Look at him pull away. Yeah, and watch me pull right up alongside him.
Slow down. Here come the cops.
You're after that other truck, boy. What a break.
It is for that driver. One more minute and his trucking days would have been over.
Done it again.
Now listen, you keep quiet and let me do the talking. I'll get us out of this.
The last time you did the talking, you got us in so deep we had to get dug out.
Hello, officer.
Well, what is it? A matter of life and death?
Well, no, not exactly, you see, but I am in kind of a hurry.
I'll say you are. You're only doing 70, you know.
Yeah, well, I'm sure I can explain
Let me
that.
see your license.
Yes, sir. But now, wait a minute, officer. You don't understand. You see, I've got to be in Los Angeles by noon. This truck is loaded with perishables.
If you mean yourself and your pal over there, you're right if you don't start slowing down.
But
Yeah, treat it with respect. It's worth $15.
That's what I get for telling the truth.
No matter what you tell him, Mr. Frankie, we get paints just the same.
Well, here, file it with the others.
6 on this trip so far. 1 more and we're eligible for the jackpot.
Well, she's all yours, Pop.
Yeah. What's left of her? Why'd you pick her up?
About 5 miles out of Saugus, flat on her back in a ditch. You fellows are keeping us in business. Well, I'll see you on the next trip.
Now do you see why I wouldn't let you take that truck out?
Well, I guess so.
All right, Chick, you better look it over. See if any of that junk can be salvaged.
Yes, sir, right away. Are you Mr. Wallace?
That's me.
I'm George Lee of Canton, Canton, China.
Well?
I almost forgot. I have this letter. That'll tell you who I am.
Oh. Hop Sing, eh? Good customer of mine. Yeah, do a lot of business with him out of San Francisco.
Yes, sir, he's my uncle.
Yeah, so I see. Oh, come on inside.
Thank you.
So you want to learn the trucking business, eh?
You bet, I sure do.
You speak pretty good English for a Chinese.
Well, you see, I'm not really from China.
Huh?
I'm an American. I was born and raised in San Francisco. But I always say I'm from China because, well, it sounds kind of important. Silly, isn't it?
Well, I'd like to oblige your uncle, Mr. Lee, but I'm afraid you've come to the wrong place to look for a job.
Oh, I'm not looking for a job.
No?
That is, I don't expect to get paid.
Well, I couldn't.
You see, Uncle and I thought maybe you wouldn't mind if I just sort of stood around and watched how you do things.
Yeah, but...
I wouldn't be in the way. As a matter of fact, I have a pretty good education. I might even be able to help.
All right, you've got yourself a job.
Oh, gee, thanks, Mr. Wallace. When do I start?
Tomorrow will be soon enough.
Okay, I'll be here. Johnny on the spot.
Hey, how about moving that piece of junk so I can get in there and unload?
Move it yourself, pal, if you're in such a hurry.
Hey, I asked you to move that truck. You ain't got no right blocking the entrance anyhow.
Take it easy, Mr. Frankie. Take it easy.
I put it there because I want it there.
Yeah, well, I don't like it.
Who are you not to like it?
Well, who do you have to be not to like it?
Keep your temper now, Mr. Frankie. Keep your temper. Watch yourself.
Listen, you, I'll move that when I get good and ready.
That's what you think.
That's what I know, and any time you think you're...
Now, wait a minute, you. I can handle a mug like you every day in a week and twice on Sunday.
That's all I wanted to know. That's all I wanted to know. What you need is a spanking, and I'm going to give it to you right now.
Oh, yeah?
Hey! Bring it up, you two. What's the big idea?
This jitterbug here thinks he's tough enough to tell me off.
I'll show you how tough I am.
Why don't you pick on somebody your own size, you big moose?
Well, I didn't hurt him.
How do you know? Are you all right, Frankie?
Yeah, sure, I'm all right. Hit me when I wasn't looking.
All right, man. All right, go on. Finish your job.
What are you doing back here so early? You weren't due here until tonight.
Yeah, I know. Pretty good time, huh? Certainly burned up that old highway.
Yes, you must have.
60 and 70 all the way.
Yes, sir, that old truck rolled along just like it was on wheels.
What did you think it was on, skis?
Don't you know that it's against the law to drive a commercial vehicle that fast?
Well, yes, sir. We know it now. I've never seen so many police in all my life. Why, the road was festered with them. Look here.
Traffic.
Yeah, but I can explain that. You see...
6 of them, eh?
Yeah, I know...
What did you do? Did you challenge every cop you met to a race?
No, we didn't challenge them to...
Shut up! You're fired.
You're the boss.
I know that job was too good to last.
But look, you don't understand. This truck is loaded with perishables. The man said he'd give the company a bonus if I got it here before noon.
A bonus?
Yeah, that's right. You can pay for the fines out of what we got coming. Come on, Jeff.
Wait a minute. There won't be anything coming out of your salary. Come on, let's get this truck unloaded.
Okay, boss.
You're okay, Frankie. With half a chance, you could have licked that big bozo.
Gee, you really think so?
Sure. He's a cinch for fellas like you.
Yeah, I got some work to do. Excuse me.
Now, why can't you be like that?
Be like what?
Like Frankie. He's got what it takes.
Yeah, he can sure take it.
Hello, boys.
Hello, boss. Hiya, Norton.
How you getting along with those new drivers of Wallace's?
Not so good. Yeah, some of the cops got in the way.
Well, it doesn't matter. I think you've been doing pretty good. Seen the morning paper?
Yeah, we seen them.
7 overland transports out of business in a month. Nice work.
That's what you hired us for. Uh-huh. We got an extra bonus for knocking off the drivers, too?
Well, I'm sorry about that.
So were we. Some of those truckers were pretty regular.
Well, business is business. They knew what they were up against. Part of the game.
I suppose. Not to me, it ain't. I've had about all I can take. I'm quitting.
We're both quitting. Listen, you try walking out on me now, and I'll send you up for murder so fast your heads will swim.
Well, it looks like we're not quitting after all, Monty.
Okay. What's the job?
I want you to stop those new drivers of Wallace's.
Take it easy, Norton. They're only kids.
And they've got no business driving a truck.
Oh, Mr. Frankie, does we have to do this?
Certainly. Now, come on.
But sneaking in here with nobody around, ain't that liable?
What do you mean, liable?
Liable to get us in trouble.
Oh, there you go, Jeff. You're always looking on the dark side of everything.
You would, too, if you lived beyond the pale as much as I have.
Come on, get in.
No, Mr. Frank, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. I rebel.
Fine talk. Look, you don't expect me to do all the work, do you?
No, but it ain't a bad idea.
Come on and get in that truck.
Now, wait a minute, Mr. Frankie. Can we talk this thing over?
Look, Jeff, for the last time, there's nothing to talk over. You're going to learn to drive that truck, and that's that. Now go on and get in there.
I'm going to get in. I'm going to do it. Now what'll I do?
Well, first of all, get a good firm grip on the wheel. That's it. You got it?
Yeah, I got it, but I don't know what to do with it.
Well, now look. That's your clutch over there. See, this is your starter, and there's your accelerator. This is your gear shift here. See? Now, when you want to start out, push your clutch in. Pull your gear shift back into low. Give her a little gas. Let your clutch out. That's it. Now you're going fine. Now, shift into second. Now, back into high. That's it. Well, you ought to understand. You've seen me do it enough. Now, look. Let's pretend that we're in heavy traffic, doing 45 miles an hour.
Oh, Mr. Frankie, why don't we pretend that I done took this lesson and forget about it?
Well, Jeff, what are you worrying about? It's easy.
It ain't no such word as easy with me.
Oh, now look. The road's pretty straight here, so just hold your wheel steady. That's it. Now, that's not so tough, is it?
Is this all it is to it?
That's all.
Well, I do declare. Sure is pretty country.
Never mind the country. You keep your eyes on the road. Watch it, Jeff. You're coming to a turn up here. Turn your wheel. Turn it. Make your turn. All right, now back, straight. Straighten her up. That's it. Jeff, look out for the car.
Good gracious, that was a close shave. Now, that's a woman driver for you.
Watch it. Watch it. Coming to another turn. That's it.
Well, that does it.
What?
A flat tire. I'll see you.
Come here. You're not through yet. Flat tire. Go on and drive.
Well, can I help it if my imagination run away with me?
All right, now, look. Watch out. The road's pretty tricky here.
Look, I'm a good driver, huh?
Well, we'll see how good you are. I want to see how you'd react to an emergency. Now, look, Jeff. You got your truck in low gear.
Low gear.
You're going down a long, steep grade.
A long, steep grade.
That's right. All right, now, look. All of a sudden, you start gaining speed. You're going 45. Now you're going 50. 55. 60.
65. 70. 75. Boy, am I fast.
Watch it, Jeff. Jeff, you're in trouble. Your clutch is slipping.
Yes, where?
Not you, the truck.
Oh.
Now, go on. 75. We're rolling along. We're getting out of control. The truck is zigzagging back and forth, back and forth. We almost turn over, Jeff. We're going faster. Faster. Jeff, we're going to crash. There's only one thing to do, Jeff. What is it?
Jump. Let me out of here. Let me out. Well, what do you know about that? A pedestrian.
I just happened to be passing by.
Yeah, us too. You see, we... Well, you understand. I mean...
Oh, sure. I remembered something I wanted to tell you, and, do you mind if I talk to Jeff alone?
No, I guess not. Go ahead.
But Mr. Frankie... Oh, come on, Jeff, come on. Jeff, can you keep a secret?
A secret? About you sneaking up on me and Mr. Frank in the dark?
Of course not. By the way, what were you doing there?
Don't you know? Me neither.
Wait, I want to tell you something.
About the secret?
That's right. I tell Frankie, but I don't know how to go about it.
I'm a cinch, huh?
Look, I don't think Frankie knows this, but Miss Wallace, Patsy, I think she's using Frankie to make Chick jealous.
You don't say.
I'm just passing it along to you for what it's worth.
Is that so? Well, I ain't got but a dime.
Hi, Patsy.
Oh, hello. How you doing, Frankie?
Oh, fine. Say, what do they got in these things? Bricks?
Next thing to it. Canned goods.
Oh, that's a good thing I got a strong back.
Yeah. You'd think some people would try to help some people once in a while, wouldn't you?
Here, I'll give you a hand.
Oh, don't bother. I'll help you, Frankie.
Oh, thanks, Patsy.
Ow! Oh, I'm sorry.
All right. Hey, what are you doing in there? What's the big idea?
One of the boards came loose on a packing case.
Hey, you really believe in learning the business from the inside out, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, listen, after this, leave the boards alone. That's my job.
Sure, okay.
Hey, that's some outfit you got there.
Yeah, I thought so. How do I look?
Look like you just came out of a mail order catalog.
Gosh, no kidding? Maybe they'll be all right after they get dirty.
Yeah, maybe. Say, I can fix that. Look, you get this crate loaded while I look for Jeff.
You betcha. Yes, I'm a little out of shape.
That's all right. You just stick with it, George. Hey, Jeff. Oh, Jeff.
Come here.
What's the matter with you?
Come here. I just made an important discovery.
Yeah, what?
Why, Mr. Frankie, this place is sitting on a gold mine.
Gold mine?
Yes, sir. Mr. Frankie, this is oil property.
Oil? Oh, you're crazy.
No, I ain't, Mr. Frankie. I seen it with my own eyes, seeping out of the ground. Oil.
Yeah? Where?
You won't tell nobody.
No.
Right back of this garage. It's all over the place. It's coming out in puddles.
Why, you nitwit, that's crankcase oil.
Well, ain't that no good?
No, of course not.
Well, can I help it if I was a speculator?
About ready to pull out, O'Malley?
Yeah, sure. All I have to do is step on the gas.
You better get a move on. Mr. Wallace says it's a rush order.
Right.
Frankie,
Yes.
you will be careful, won't you?
Oh, sure. You know me.
And hurry back. We'll be waiting for you.
Oh, boy, that's good enough for me. I'll be back before you know it.
Goodbye.
So long.
Hurry back. You know, he's all right, that Frankie.
Yeah? Well, I hope he stays that way.
You going to have any further use for me today, Mr. Wallace?
No, I don't suppose so.
Well, do you mind if I take the rest of the day off? I've got some things to attend to.
Well, go ahead. I guess we can make out without you, George.
Gosh, I hope so. Well, see you later.
It sure was some dinner. I ate too much. I should never let you talk me into eating that last turnover.
Glad you came?
You know, I was looking over that wreck that came out of the garage today. I think I can salvage most of the...
Can't you ever talk about anything else?
What else is there to talk about?
Oh, I bet Frankie could think of something.
You sure like to rub that Frankie in my hair, don't you?
Well, if you had half the get-up he's got in his little finger, well, you might amount to something someday.
Oh, like him, I suppose.
Sure, he's going places. But you...
If I've told you once, I've told you 100 times.
I know. All you want to be is a good mechanic.
Well, sure. What's wrong with that?
Oh, you wouldn't understand. No backbone, that's your trouble. To get ahead in this world, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to fight for what you want. Now, that Frankie, there is a man.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, he knows what he wants and gets it. And he doesn't take anything from anybody.
All right, all right. So what do you want me to do? Challenge Joe Louis?
No, all I want you to do is to be a man. Don't have suppressed desires. Do what you want to do, not what somebody tells you.
No suppressed desires, huh? Do what I want to do.
Yeah, that's right.
Say, Jeff, you know, I think that Patsy kind of goes for me.
Is that so?
Yeah, sure, I can tell. All women are alike. They fall for a fella and bluey. It's written all over their face.
I'd like to see a carbon copy of that on the face of a Satan chocolate drop I nosed on Central Avenue.
Well, looks like I've gone and done it again.
Mr. Frankie, you sure is a lady killer.
Oh, no, I wouldn't say that.
No?
Well, no, I'll admit I have a way with them, but...
Mr. Frankie, I thought you was a woman hater.
Who, me? Well, no, well, you see, this is different. I mean, after all, Jeff, well, she is the boss's daughter, and...
Oh, that is different.
Well, sure.
Here they come. I got no stomach for this setup. You and me both. Someday I'll get Norton for this.
Step on it. He's pulling away.
He won't get far.
What do you want, the whole road? Not with that bird. He drives like he's crazy. Why, the dirty vultures. So that's their gag, huh? All right, I can play that way, too.
Mr. Frankie, don't do it. Don't do it.
Say, that kid's okay. He handles that wheel like a veteran.
He'll be a real veteran when I get through with him.
Jeff, you all right?
Don't ask. Wait a minute now, Mr. Frankie. Don't do nothing that we'll regret.
What's the matter with you, you big palooka? Don't you know how to drive a truck?
Take it easy, buddy. You'll have to get hurt.
Keep your dukes off him.
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute, mister. Don't hit me. I'm for appeasement.
Saunders.
Oh, hi, Patsy. Hello, Chick. Good to see you.
Thanks. Aren't you making your rounds rather late? We were just leaving.
Anything wrong?
I'm afraid so.
Another one?
Wrecked. The other side of Delano.
Delano? Why, that's the truck Frankie and Jeff were driving.
Is that so?
It was. They were in it. Oh, Pop. How are they? What happened to them?
I don't know. They've gone. Disappeared.
Oh, then they must be all right. They probably went for help.
I hope so, but I doubt it. We'd have heard from them by now.
How come you know about this so soon, Mr. Saunders?
Why, it's my business to know these things, Chick. Since these accidents began happening with such frequency, our agents have kept pretty close tab on all your trucks.
Oh, I see.
I won't stand it. It was bad enough before, but when they start murdering kids...
I wouldn't say that.
I would. I know that gang, and there's nothing that they won't do, and it isn't worth it. And I'm getting out of this business right now, and for good.
Of course, that's up to you. Well, I've got to be going. Oh, and Wallace, I know you're pretty hard hit, but think it over. Don't act too quickly. I wouldn't want you to do anything you might regret, if only for Patsy's sake.
Yeah, I'll remember. Good night.
Good evening.
Hi, Ham Shanks.
Y'all got back quick this trip.
Yeah.
Got some playmates for you, Ham Shanks. For me? Who's that? Stick around. What's he talking about? This ain't no place for no playmates.
It's gonna have to be for a while.
Well, does the boss know about this? You know he ain't partial to me having no pets. What is it, Wildcat?
You said it.
All right, quit shoving. I'm going.
Here they are, Ham Shanks. What do you think of them?
Well, this one's kind of light, ain't he?
Turn me loose, Swivel Jaw.
Now, look here. Don't you say nothing, Bubble Eyes. I'm the boss around here.
Treat them nice, Ham Shanks. They were our guests. Is the boss in?
Yes, sir. He's in the office.
Well, take care of him till we get back.
It'll be a pleasure.
Let's go, Dink.
Come on. Y'all follow me.
Where are we going?
To the guest's room. Come on. Come on.
Guest room, huh? This ain't the Imperial Suite.
That's the best you get in this hotel. Sit down. We've got some waiting to do.
Well, suppose we don't want to sit down.
Then you better do some fresh supposing. Like I told you before, I was the boss here. Sit down.
Yes, the boss.
Now, that's more like it.
And what are they going to do with us anyhow?
Yeah, what about that?
Well, that'll take a little calculating. But I'll let y'all know.
Ain't that a gun?
That ain't your Aunt Emma.
You don't know my Aunt Emma.
Well, we got a little surprise for you, Norton.
Surprise?
Yeah, something we know you're going to appreciate real well.
Well, that's very nice of you boys.
Uh-huh. You know them two kids that was driving the truck?
Yeah?
We brought them back with us.
You brought them here?
Yeah, Ham Shank's entertaining them.
Well, that's very funny, boys. But don't give it another thought. I'll figure out some way to get rid of them.
Ain't you scared that thing will go off?
What if it do? It ain't pointing at me.
It would be if you were sitting where I am.
Which I ain't.
Hey, how long are they going to keep us in this rat hole anyhow?
Till the boss man say otherwise.
And who's the boss man?
Mister, you's asking dangerous questions.
We just can't sit around here doing nothing.
Well, I ain't complaining.
Well, look, how about it? Do you mind if I read?
Read what? This ain't no library, you know.
Well, what about those newspapers over there?
Well, if you don't mind reading stale news, I reckon that'll be all right.
If there's any funnies around there, Mr. Frankie, see if you can scare up Superman. I bet he can figure a way for us to get out of this.
No, you don't. No. Sit right where you is. I'll get it.
Suit yourself. Look out!
Oh.
easy, pal.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Frankie, you sure is a genius.
Never mind that. Get these ropes off.
Superman ain't got nothing on you. You loose? Get me loose. You loose, Mr. Frankie? Good gracious of me.
Here, Jeff. Tie him up.
You take the idea right out of my mind. Now who's the boss, sourpuss?
You is.
Say that with more emphasis.
You is.
Now that's more like it.
All right, come on, Jeff. Let's get out of here.
Hey, you ain't fixing to drive this thing out of here.
What do you think?
But the door's closed.
Well, it won't be long.
Uh-oh, here we go again.
What happened? The kids, they got away with the truck. Well, grab that car and go after them.
Hello? Yes, this is Saunders.
Say, it's after midnight, and I haven't heard a thing from those two drivers. What do you know about it?
I don't know any more than I did when I talked to you earlier this evening. They probably stopped overnight somewhere.
Let's not beat about the bush, Saunders. Those two boys wouldn't leave that truck without a good reason. Now, you find out something about it. If they're not back in an hour, I'm going to the police.
You're talking pretty big for a man who's in this thing as deep as you are.
I'm sick of the whole business, and I have been ever since you forced me into it. Now, you get those drivers back here.
What do you want? I heard what you were saying.
What about it?
Oh, it's nothing I haven't known for quite some time.
You mean to say you've known about this?
Sure. Why do you think I'm here? Special investigator for the Olympic Insurance Company.
One of Saunders' men, eh?
No, he doesn't know anything about me. I'm working for the company. You know, we've been suspicious of your setup for some time, but we couldn't imagine a man of your reputation being involved in any scheme to defraud the insurance company.
I'm not doing this because I want to.
Then you'll be glad to help us.
Any way I can.
Maybe you'll tell me who you were talking to on the phone just now.
No, I can't do that.
Why not?
I've given them an hour to send those drivers back here unharmed. That's more important.
What if they don't come back?
Then I'll go to the police with everything.
Right. See you in an hour.
Mr. Frankie, you ain't gonna hide this thing in here, is you?
Certainly, this is the last place in the world they'd look for it.
But Mr. Frankie...
Now listen, don't argue with me. Come on, help me get this cargo unloaded.
What for?
So we can get rid of this truck.
All right.
Unhook the tarp.
Sure.
Now hold this like it down.
Sure. Mr. Frankie, look. Bricks. And I thought we were hauling canned goods.
Yeah, so did I. People don't go around knocking off trucks just for a load of bricks. Nothing fishy about this. We're going to find out what it is.
Mr. Frankie, I don't like this.
You ain't supposed to like it. Hey, it's open.
Is that a good sign?
I don't know. Mr. Wallace.
Is he dead?
No, but he's in bad shape. We gotta call an ambulance right away.
My goodness. Miss Patsy and Mr. Chick is gonna feel powerful bad when they hear about this.
Yeah, they sure will. We better let them know right now. Now, the way I see it, this tri-state has got something on Mr. Wallace. So they make him string along in this truck war so they can collect the insurance.
Sure looks that way.
Well, certainly. So Pop got fed up with the whole thing and threatened to blow the lid off, and, well, they let him have it.
Excuse me for thinking, but this appears to me to be a matter strictly for the police.
Don't be silly. With Patsy's dad in this up to his neck, why, if we call in the cops, they're liable to send him up for life. We gotta figure out a way to help him.
How's Mr. Wallace?
Pretty good. It was only a slight concussion, but it could have been a lot worse.
Say, where's George?
Well, he left the hospital just before I did. Said he had something to attend to.
Well, he told you about everything.
Yes, it sure makes my blood boil, pulling a trick like that on Pop.
I still say this is a matter for...
Shut up and sit down. We can't call the police in. Not until we clear Pop, anyhow. What I can't figure out is how we're going to do it without any help.
How about Mr. Saunders? He's got agents.
Well, sure. Why didn't I think of that before? Yeah, and I think I know how we can do it. What we want to do is catch Tri-State with that evidence.
That's the cargo of bricks.
That's right. In their truck and in their garage. Now, look. You get a hold of Mr. Saunders and his agents, and you walk in, and Bluey, we've got him.
Who's going to put the evidence in the garage?
You and me.
I knew I should have known better than to ask that question. I'll be seeing you.
Sit down. Now, look. You two go and get Mr. Saunders and his agents. Have you got it?
Sure.
You bet.
All right, now, we haven't got much time, so step on it.
Let's go.
It's an awful hour to get a man out of bed, Patsy.
Oh, it can't be helped. This is important.
Who is it?
We have to talk to you, Mr. Saunders.
Oh, it's you, Patsy.
It's terribly important.
But it's so late.
I know we shouldn't disturb you at this late hour, but we just had to see you.
Had to see me? Well, wouldn't tomorrow...
Oh, I'm afraid this couldn't keep till tomorrow, Mr. Saunders.
We found out who's been wrecking our trucks.
You... What? How? Who? Who is it?
The Tri-State Truck Line.
Tri-State?
Yep, and we sure got the goods on him.
You've got... Wait a minute. I don't understand. You've got the goods on Tri-State?
Have we? I'll say we have.
You mean you've got proof that they've been wrecking your trucks?
Sure.
And they've got Pop's insurance policy.
Stolen from him tonight.
And a couple of our drivers are on their way over there now with a Tri-State truck loaded with a dummy cargo that they were going to try and collect on.
This is terrible.
Well, if we're going to catch them, we'll have to act quickly.
Well, what do you want me to do?
Send a couple of your agents over there right away so we can catch them red-handed.
I don't think we'd better do that just yet.
No?
No, I know a better way. We can handle this alone.
Alone?
You just leave everything to me. I know exactly what to do.
All right, if you say so, Mr. Saunders.
Fine. Now, you two wait right here while I get dressed. I won't be a minute.
Now, look, you sure you got everything straight?
Sure enough.
Okay.
Is that you?
Hello there, Swivel Joe.
What you doing up there? Who told you to bring that truck back in here?
Well, I just happened to be through with it, that's all.
Yeah? Well, that ain't all you gonna happen to be through with.
Now, wait a minute now, Swivel Joe. Don't wake yourself in no ladder, particularly when I made a special trip to see you.
I ain't that good at making no impressions on folks that make no special trips to see me.
Now, that's why you're wrong. You made such an impression on me, I brung you a present.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Where is it?
In the back of the truck.
In the back of the truck? Mm-hmm. Is it that big?
Why, you ain't got no idea. But look here. Did you ever go to a circus and see an elephant?
You don't mean to tell me you done brought me an elephant?
Something just as big. Come on, I want to show it to you. Come on with me. It's right back here. Come on. Come on, get in.
Does it got it? Can't it come out here?
Oh, man, come on and get in.
But how come it can't come out here?
The light hurts its eyes. Oh. Yeah, come on, get in. You gonna like this.
This is the truck, all right. Yeah, they must have brought it in and run... Where's Hamshanks?
There they are.
You two stay here. I'll take care of this.
Called too late, Saunders. They got away.
Never mind that now. The main thing is to get rid of that cargo as quick as possible.
Saunders. Ain't that chick Daly and Wallace's kid?
Yes. Bring him over here. All right, you two, pile out.
Hey, what is this?
Come on, get out of there.
You too, sister.
Don't you lay a hand on me, you big bad bull!
You shut up, Nancy. That goes for you, too.
Leave me alone! Where was Mr. Saunders?
Not anymore, palsy. Come on. What is this, a tiger?
Put him in the truck.
So you're the one. And all the time I thought...
Keep your hands off.
Get him in there quick before they tear the place down.
They can't treat Patsy like that. Oh, wait a minute, Mr. Frankie. They'll get us, too.
Let me get out of here.
Let me out of here, Violet. Let me out of here.
What's the matter with you? They ain't gonna carve me up in there.
Who's in there?
You'll have to see for yourself, boss. I'm getting out here before that razor starts shaving.
It's those two that got away. Well, that's fine. Put these right in with them.
Oh, you...
Hamshanks. Hamshanks.
Yeah, I is.
Come here. Get in there and see they don't cause any trouble.
What? With them maniacs?
Here. Take this.
Oh, well, now, that's different. I'll make old Bubble Eyes eat that razor.
Okay. Where do you want us to take them?
No place.
Huh?
I said I'd figure out a way to get rid of them, and I meant it.
Wait a minute, Norton. We can't.
If we do this thing ourselves, we'll know the job is done right.
What do you want us to do?
Just stay here and play dead. It's okay with me.
Sit down.
Hey, where are they taking us, do you know?
What do you care? You ain't coming back.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of looks that way. Well, gee, Patsy, I'm sorry about this. This was all my idea.
Oh, don't be silly. This isn't anybody's idea. Is it, Chick?
No, of course not, Frankie. See, nobody's to blame.
Well, then who is? No, you don't. You just sit quiet, mister. This time I ain't taking no chances with you.
$65. Aren't you cutting it pretty thick, Norton? The sooner we get this thing over with, the better. This might happen. You'll have to go some to stop us. Pick your foot off that throttle, you fool. Slow down. I'll talk to them.
What's the matter? 45 mile an hour not fast enough for you boys?
Well, you see, it's like this, officer. We're carrying medical supplies for the war relief ship, leaving for China in the morning.
We clocked you at 60. You're lucky we stopped you before they have to use those supplies on you.
I know, we were traveling a little faster than we had a right, but you see, we're quite late, and the boat sails at 9 in the morning.
Supplies for a mercy ship, huh? Well, in a case like that, I suppose we can let it go this time.
Well, thank you, officer. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's very nice of you. But you better hold her down to 45 from now on. You can make it.
I certainly will.
That's the truck. Come on. All right, come on.
I'm certainly glad to see you. I've just found the evidence that will clear Wallace and...
Save it. I've already told them all about Wallace. You and your pal are the only ones who have anything to worry about.
Help, please! Good gracious me! Policeman! Come here, somebody! Get the gun! Get the gun! Get it!
Nice work, Frankie.
Oh, thanks, George. You got here just in time. Well, we did it. We're all safe.
What do you mean, all safe? If it hadn't been for you, you little war chick wouldn't have got knocked out.
Mr. Frankie, you sure is a lady killer.
Hello, that was Irish Luck and the gang's all here. Now we have a short film by David Black, all the way from Australia. He sent it to help us celebrate St. Patrick's Day. So here we go. We'll see you after this.
You are real glutton for punishment, aren't you? You came back to watch another episode of David Black's Dramatica Diablos. Well, tonight we are having film about fairies, Don't interrupt me. You say you don't believe in fairies and leprechauns? I am a vampire. Don't tell me you don't believe I don't exist. You say this is just makeup and film. Well, what would you know? Roll the movies. Roll the movies. It's another fine mess you got us into, Blarney boy, you silly schmagoo. Never put your hand up or volunteer. That's what you did that got us here.
I didn't put me hand up. I didn't want to depart. But I ate something terrible and just had to fart.
Now the Grand Poobah is hungry and sent us to Australia to find the seventh golden shamrock on a quest that will be a failure. And you know what will happen if we come up with an empty hand? So we better be quick and wily and think of a clever plan.
I don't want to be here. I'm afeard and I'm scared of the bunyips and yowies and monsters covered with hair.
Shut your gob, you silly booger. That's all a load of tosh. There's nothing else out here. No one else. It's just us.
Blargenfloof, there's one behind you. We better skiddle-de-doo.
I'm not falling for that. That's the oldest trick in the book. You can't fool old Blargenfloof, 'cause I ain't no schnook.
I am Kangaroona, the fairy from down under. You both look like foreigners who have come here for plunder. So state your business, or I'll rip you asunder. For my wand is quite powerful, and I'll shove it up your bummer.
I'm here on the orders of the great and powerful Grand Poobah. You'll not stand in our way, and you'll not make no hoo-ha. The seventh golden shamrock of legend be here. So hand it over, and we can all have a beer.
You think it's that simple? I should do as you ask? But you must first solve this riddle, or I'll shove my wand up your ass.
I'm the master of riddles and puzzles and stumpers. So throw me your challenge and make it a thumper. I'm quick and I'm shrewd, and I'll pass your damn test. Just ask old Blarney boy, he'll tell you I'm the best.
I think I love Australia. The food is real yummy. It delights the tongue and feels good in the tummy.
Blarney boy, you fool. It was there in your hands, but you've swallowed the shamrock. Now go drop your pants. I've got an elixir that loosens the bowels. Tastes pretty wicked and smells pretty foul. But what goes in must come out, and we must have that shamrock, you silly damn lout.
It's not quite that simple. This is no piece of cake. Those plants are hallucinogenic, those plants that he ate. There's danger down there. Don't be so damn quick. Just let your friend go and let him be sick. We can wait for him here. Just do a dance. But don't get too hopeful. He hasn't much chance.
Blarney boy, I can't let you die. I'll come to your rescue. I won't leave you behind. I'll fight those damn bunyips and yowies and things. Then I'll get that shamrock kangaroo. You are so very pretty, agile and smart, so nimble and witty. In all of the land, no other is so fair. Your smile is so radiant, and so is your hair. I'm sure that you can find things when no other has a chance. So please look at old Blarney boy in his half-pulled down pants.
I'm not mesmerized by your pretty words. And Blarney boy is hidden by 3 massive turds!
Well, fiddle-dee-dum and fiddle-dee-dee, I've got the golden shamrock straight home for me.
Not so fast, Blargenfloof. You've a riddle to solve. You'll not go home, so don't be so bold. And if you can't get it right, you'll be banished forever in the land of always night.
I've got the shamrock, so off home I'll run. And if you can't catch me, consider us done.
I've been tricked. I've been hoaxed. I've been duped and misled. I curse that old Blargenfloof. A pox on his head.
Oh, no fairy tale is complete without love and passion. And all that girly stuff, it's all the fashion. Oh, oh,
The moral of the story for all to hear is when you find love, you can live anywhere. For gold will not buy it, nor position, nor power. It is where it is, and for it to flower. It might take some shit, and you might feel like a fool, but it comes unexpectedly and will happen for you.
Welcome back. So, you still think that vampires don't exist? Well, they turned off the television already. Come back! Come back! Are you still there?
Hello, back already? I hope you enjoyed our St. Pat's Day special. And I hope you saw me somewhere in one of those films. We'll be back next week with more serials and more specials. So thanks for tuning in. Stay safe. Have a nice St. Pat's Day. Good night, folks.